So the key to making a great scholarship application really comes down to four components. I'm going to go over three of them because that's more of the substance of the application. Number one is on how well you write the essays. Number two, if there's videos, how to make proper videos for scholarship applications. Number three, getting great recommendation letters. Not decent, not good, great recommendation letters. And also, number four is on the candidate themselves, how valuable they are. As a candidate is very valuable and has been in leadership roles, good GPA, getting scholarship money is a lot easier for them. But we're going to get into the fourth point in another video, how to make yourself more valuable and marketable in terms of getting more scholarship money. So, as promised, I'm going to get into the steps we need to take to actually make a good application. We're going to get into looking at a specific application and then get into the essay and how you go about the video submission. So, let's get into it. So, as you see, we are on the scholarships.com, and this is a very helpful website to find scholarships. You go to scholarship directory, and when you're on scholarship directory, depending on what you want to look for, we'll just say race. Let's find scholarships specifically for, let's say, black students or African American. So there's diversity scholarships. Let's look for, we'll just pick one in random. Okay, advanced energy STEM diversity scholarship. We click apply. All right, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, so you see a description of the scholarship. Obviously, you would have to read this description to know if you're even eligible. You read the eligibility, academic requirements, whatever the case may be, and it recommends an online application, and it gives the deadlines. So this is the online application right here, so we can just get right into it. Okay, I love this part. So gives you put in all of the different areas or all the different information over here, awards and honors. So we'll look into this. So when it mentions awards and honors, I want you guys to really dig deep. It could be you getting honor roll. It could be you being in the honor society. It could be you winning MVP for, let's say, soccer, because I played soccer for some time. Whatever honors or awards you feel as if it will just exemplify or just show how you stood out. You just put it here. Now, extracurricular activities. When I was in high school, I did so many different things. I was in sports. I was in different clubs. You put all the extracurricular activities. In college, I was part of a prosthetics organization. I'm also a youth leader. You guys can put the activities you guys do in here. Work experience, if you have any research experience, you go about doing that. And you just put that specifically here. Go in detail as well. It also shows a description of what they want specifically. So sometimes you don't even have to bullet it out. You can write exactly, for instance, you can write, let's say, you did research at MIT for ophthalmology, something like that, and then you describe what that research was. So it's pretty much like a resume. Then we continue. Okay, now this is the part you guys have to really pay attention to. What interests you about advanced energy as a company? So what you would do when you have these essays, you will copy all of the essays. So we would copy this down. So I'll do that in a second. Okay, so to continue, you see we've copied the different essays. So I created just an applicant, a template really of what an applicant could be. So let's say this applicant wants to become an environmental engineer and develop or use renewable energy to help underdeveloped countries. That's a very powerful goal. And there's various countries all throughout the world that would really benefit from renewable energy. And their extracurriculars are team lead in the environmental club and soccer team captain. So, good extracurriculars because it shows a sign of leadership, which is important. GPA 3.65. that's big. You get a GPA above a 3.5, you're winning most of these scholarships, honestly. The higher the GPA, the greater the scholarship pool. So now the actual scholarship essay, what you guys been looking for. So for the scholarship essay, the template I always use, and of course you're like, oh, this is basics in English class, of course, but just bear with me, because there's a process. We would have the typical template of an essay, overview, and thesis, right? We'll have these specifics here, and we can start working on the essay right now. So this hook is one of the most important, if not the most important aspect of an essay. It makes you want to read it. So it's the same thing for a scholarship application. So let's just make like some random hook, right? So this person's obviously fascinated, really enjoys making or enjoys the environment, and really wants to make a great change. So uh, let's just come up with something. Okay, so this is the hook I developed. So environmental engineers see the beauty of Earth, and without advocates for renewable energy, the Earth's health will continue to perish. This is something you read. It's not a simple, I just want to apply to the company because it's cool. It's something that they will see, and they'll be like, "Whoa, this is different. This is fascinating." No, he is right. The Earth's health will continue to decline. That's a better way of putting it, but it's something that can really catch the person's attention. For the overview portion of it, you're really just gonna answer the questions, or you're gonna give a good explanation on why you said what you said. So, what interests you most about Advanced Energy as a company? You're gonna answer that question here. So let's say Advanced Energy, uh, it main has a main goal of providing, or main focus towards, renewable energy. You're going to add on to that and giving examples. Let's say giving examples of what they do, examples of does. So this is just really you just giving an explanation. And then the thesis is what will create the template of the body. So the thesis, let's say Advanced Energy has a great opportunity to learn about renewable energy. Don't worry, I won't keep this video too long. Renewable energy, um, and a great, and it will be a great opportunity to learn from uh, scientists, to network with um, leaders in the industry of energy. So now we get into the body. The body will have paragraph one. So this will be the focus will be on guess what? Renewable energy from Advanced Energy. Now this whole body is specific to how Advanced Energy, contributes to renewable energy. And we could just say the second body paragraph. I'll put body. Yeah. So the second body paragraph would be the networking opportunity and value gained from this program. The conclusion, I always tell this to people, you do not have to summarize everything you put an enticing conclusion. I truly believe, with my work experience, from advanced energy, I will get closer to achieving my dreams of becoming a I can say an impactful environmental engineer. It's not too bad, guys. Now bear with me. Like, I'll just do a quick overview because the video is getting to 9 minutes. I don't want you guys to kind of get bored. So you get a hook, something to really entice them, right? The overview, you break down exactly what the question is. So you answer the question here. The thesis will just give you the direction needed for the body. The thesis will have to go in the body. And most importantly, you have to answer this question. A lot of people fall short because they just don't even answer the question they give them. And in conclusion, keep it as a sentence. One or two sentences. Keep it simple, but something to close, something to make a statement at the end, a powerful statement. That's how you do the essays, guys. And you do this for all of them. Career plans. Describe what you would like to get from this internship. It's the same process, guys. Okay, now let's get into how to make a great scholarship video. This is very important. I was a winner of a couple scholarships because of my video submissions, so I'll just show you the process. So let's get into it. So to start it off, let's just go back to the previous example I showed of the scholarship essay that we made. But let's just take this question, for instance, on how will this scholarship internship help advance your education and career plans? Let's say they needed a video submission for this. How would you go about doing this? So it's the same template, but there's one small difference. So you would have, let's say, intro, body, conclusion. But in this specific instance, you do not need to really go into too much detail for these types of video submissions because you will have pointers. So you're going to introduce yourself, for instance, right? And then answer the question. It's like an outline. You follow an outline. You should never try to memorize anything for these video submissions. It's a bad idea. And then now, now the question is, how will this scholarship internship help advance your education and career plans? So now we'll say, you'll go on a pointer saying, okay, education with this experience will help me get into, let's say, grad school. That could be one reason. Career-wise, you get an opportunity, you get hands-on experience. And then you can just list them, and it's the body. The conclusion could simply just be thanking the application or thanking the people who are watching the video. So just your thanks. So you guys saw what I did? So now you would take this. You should never try to memorize anything when it comes to really these presentations. All you got to do now, experience will help me get into grad school. Now all you're gonna say is you're just gonna go with the flow. You're gonna go in the video and you're just gonna explain how you getting this experience will help you get into grad school. How you get more hands-on experience, and this will help you to, let's say, become an environmental engineer, as we've mentioned this person's profile as. So it's very simple, guys. You record yourself and you just do that. It's that simple. And you guys should not overthink it, right? Simplicity is key when it comes to these applications, and also confidence. So when you're in these videos, smile, be happy, also project your voice, right? So that's how you do the video component. The last bit of advice I have is for recommendation letters. Oh my goodness, do not be one of those students that just worries about getting good grades and that's it. You are more than just your grades, right? You're a person, you are social creatures. We are all social creatures. Get in contact with your teachers, your professors, whoever they are. Build a relationship with them. Go to their office hours. Raise your hands in class. Be more engaged. These professors will see that you care. I have recommendations from professors I've known for over 5 years since I was in community college. I'm in grad school right now. That's because I kept in touch with them. I'm gonna go into a whole another video on how to really just network and continue to build on your network and maintain your network in another video. But for now, you need to be able to learn how to talk to your professors and build that relationship. To get a strong recommendation letter, you give a certain requirements to the teacher you're asking. Hey, this application needs the recommender to just write about my experience in research. Is it possible you can write about my experience in research and what I've done? Also, just talk about who I am as a person. Sometimes the applications will show you specifics, so you want to find those specifics for recommendations, and you need to send it to the professor. Don't just be like, oh, just give me a generic recommendation letter. No, 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 no. Once you reach a certain level, even the recommender will send you an email. What do they need for the recommendation letter? There's different types of recommendations. I would say know exactly what you want from the recommendation and ask them, can you write about my character? Can you write about my research experience? Hey, I can send you my resume. Hey, I can send you my essays. Can you just, add on to what I've already written? And that's how you get a valuable application. It's not just from getting some generic recommendation letter. That's always a bad idea. It's getting a specific and thoughtful recommendation letter. So that's really what I have in terms of the top three things you have to do to get a strong application. Okay, I forgot to mention this, but you can also use free online tools to check for grammar. You can also use paid tools like Grammarly, whatever the case may be. Have something that can just give a brief error check in grammar before you submit it. One of the ways that I was taught was to make a draft. Whenever whatever you think of, you put it down. You make a draft, a revision, and then a final draft. Just in that process, just try to clean it up with a Word document has a appropriate error checker, but do something that can help. So that's all for the video. The fourth point I'm gonna get into in another video, how to make yourself a viable candidate. That's gonna come into the next video or another video sometime in the future. But I hope these tips help. I went through the entire process, guys. I'm really trying here. You know what I mean? Hopefully, it makes sense. Please like, share, and do it. You know what I mean? Create the scholarship list, like I've mentioned, on a spreadsheet. I showed you on the private. If you haven't watched it, go watch it on how to make a spreadsheet of scholarships. Use that, and all the best, guys. Like the video, it would mean a lot. And leave any questions at the bottom. Have a good day.